Hi guys, I'm John Bro, and welcome to another somber episode of Bomberman. Although, first of all, that doesn't rhyme, and secondly of all, this is most likely not going to be a very somber episode, because most of them have not been very sad at all. They've just been ridiculous, because Bomberman is a ridiculous game, with all sorts of strange things like green billiard ball, dive-bombing creatures. I'm just gonna... Excuse me. Well, that blew me up at the same time that it blew him up, but at least now he is in his rightful place in a billiard pocket somewhere. Yeah, this level has ice physics. By ice physics, I don't mean slippery physics, I mean it just has places in the ice that defy physics. So it's not really ice physics, it's more like ice unphysics, because you have these little dark spots of land under the ice, and usually that can tell you, where there's a hole in the ice, even though you clearly can't see it. There's no hole here, but there is. And then sometimes it's just random, like, oh, there's one over here, too. Whatever. I'll take it, I guess. Yeah, this is an interesting level. Not very long, not very complicated. Most of the levels coming up will be pretty straightforward. One of them will be literally straightforward. But, we'll get to those when we get to those. Stop trying to dive-bomb me, sir, you terrorist. He's a terrorist because he's trying to dive-bomb me. But hey, Bomberman's a terrorist too, so maybe it'll work out, maybe they'll be best friends, except he's already dead, because that's how terrorists become friends, they kill each other. I think. I don't know anything about this. That sounded worse than it could have. Okay. Also, orange creatures and whoppers. The orange creatures kind of look like Jello, and the whoppers kind of look like whoppers. I could turn this thing into Jello, I guess, but then it would be really disgusting Jello because it would have two giant brown eyebrows in it. Just two gigantic hairy eyebrows. Every enemy in this game, except for, save for a couple, either seem to have huge eyes or they seem to have hairy eyebrows, or both. But I guess that can be said for most video game enemies. Most that immediately come to mind, at least. With the exception of maybe Sonic enemies, because most of them are robots. And they're not really enemies, they were just happy woodland creatures that were turned into robots. Because that makes sense. Eggman supports turning things into cyborgs. Because mixing synthetic organs with human organs is perfectly legal? I don't know. Yeah, this part of the level is really slow, but we are going to get to the end right now, unless I fall off by getting stabbed. I did it! My eyes are two giant upside-down U's. Okay, so this is the literal straightforward level that I was talking about a second ago. Warning. Warning. I don't know what the first part of the first Star Fox game says when they say, they don't say warning, warning, do they? I don't remember what they said. Turn 80, snowboarding. This is the third 1080 game in the series. It's not 1080 snowboarding or 1080 avalanche, it's like 1080 slight shift in snow. Whatever. Yeah, this is a kind of tricky level. I don't want to say it's exactly hard, because it's not super hard once you kind of figure out where to go and what to do, but it is mostly tricky due to these stupid monkeys, these stupid monkey robots. And I will probably have to restart several times, but the stupid monkey robots keep trying to run into you. And then every time they run into you, you lose some health, you lose a little bit of your life, and that's why it's very difficult to get things sometimes, because you have to end the level with 7,500 points if you want a 5 rank. And yeah, sometimes you just die before you even get to the end of the level, regardless of whether or not you have the points. Just because of these stupid monkey things. Which I think kind of look like monkeys. They also kind of look like Darth Vader, so I'm just kind of winging it. I know generally where I like to go, my general path that I like to take is just go for all of the rainbow things and all of the yellow things, and look at that, we did it on the 3rd or 4th try, with live commentary. Absolutely brilliant. I'm the best at this game ever. I'm a genius. Oh wait, I shouldn't have skipped past that, because the level names at this point are actually really funny. We'll see them again soon. So, what the crap is that thing? Alright, that's not weird at all. Oh, okay, we just got zapped with a blue silly putty string. And that was a really annoying laugh just now. Okay, that's a polygonal breast shot. That's great. Also with a giant cat tail. This is so Japanese. Hmm? Oh no, I'm trapped! I think his facial expression there is really unfitting for the situation. He's just like, oh no, I'm trapped. I'm angry! But I really like the beginning of this level. The beginning of this level is just so cool. I love it. Because you're just trapped in a little cage, you're just imprisoned, and then there's this little spot right here where you can lay down a bomb with the down C button, and then kick the bomb by running into the bomb, and you turn on the switch and you open up the gate thing, and you're out. I love it. I just love that. I really love that little aspect of the level. It's just, it starts out where you can't do anything except for that. You solve a little puzzle, and then the rest of the level is opened up to you. It's just so cool. Oh no, we can't go through walls. We are not a ghost. So, that's one exit to the level. This is one of those levels that has 2 exits. Yeah, but I think with that, with the little cage-up area, and with some of the enemies in this part of the game, and just some of the levels, I think, this is where the game starts kind of getting really cool. Of course, I haven't played a lot of this in advance, so I don't know. I don't remember how cool it gets, or if it stays cool, or if it just gets really crappy, but I think, in general, I kind of like this world, this chapter of the game. So we are playing Foursquare with Moai heads. That, or this is just the most dull, sluggish, tribal dance in the world. There needs to be like a campfire in the middle of those 4 stone things. And these star hand enemies are kind of fun too. You know, there are a lot of characters in video games that are hand-shaped. Like, I can just immediately think of, like, Glover, although I'm not really a big fan of Glover at all, but I don't know, this level's color scheme kind of reminds me of Glover, I guess, what I remember of it. And then there's Master Hand and Crazy Hand, and then Floor Masters, and that weird hand in the toilet in Majora's Mask. All sorts of hand creatures. I know that there are plenty more that I can't even think of right away. Have we heard this music yet in the game? I'm going to kill you, sir. I am going to kill you because you were trying to kill me, and that's what best friends do, is they return the favor. Except I... apparently... yeah. That was nice. What? Aww. So remember, kids, the moral of the story is don't trust Cleopatra. Ever. Especially whenever she's risen from the dead and only her head remains, and it is planted on a wall where it does that. Yeah. That's kind of the equivalent of if you were just visiting someone's house and they had a moose head on their wall, and then all of a sudden the moose said, "Roar!" and then just busted out of the wall and tried to kill you. That's basically what just happened right there. Another thing that this level kind of reminds me of is, like, these lion-looking painting things. I keep wanting to, like, climb on top of them and dig into the middle of them with my bare hands, and just, like, see if there's some secret maze on the other side, because they look a whole lot to me like those mural structures in Sonic Adventure 2 in areas like the... what is it? There's, like, the dry oasis, and then there's some other level, one of the Knuckles levels in Sonic Adventure 2. You can dig through part of it to gain access to another area. I do believe that is everything in this level. So now, because I got that thing on the top of the screen that looks like a barcode flying into a brick wall or something. I think it kind of looks like a USB strip. Like the thing on the left is just what you plug into the computer. Anyways, that thing allows you to go through walls. We've probably seen this before. Certain walls, just the dark see-through walls. And that is what we just did then to go to the second exit of the level, and this is what I was talking about earlier. Death Pyramid, Death Temple, Death Road, Death Garden. The most welcoming level names of all time, and also very creative. So now I'm gonna go back to the other exit now. I might as well also mention this because I didn't show it off before. On the far right side of the level, this teleporter, it just goes back to where this teleporter was, in case you wanted to know that. What the fuck? There we go. I've fallen off so many times. I've just fallen into the deep, dark abyss below. Wherever there's... Alright, I think we have time for one more level, but I have no idea what Death Road has to offer because I haven't played this far ahead. So, let's find out, I guess. This could be either a decent idea or a very bad idea. There's not really a very good option here. And so far there are plenty of daggers. Plenty of daggers staring into my soul, attempting to, first of all, break my concentration, and also, secondly, break my heart. But not in the figurative sense. More like I think that they want to break my heart into literal shattered pieces. This level has very interesting music, too. I mean, I know that the music keeps repeating from level to level, like Super Mario 64 has a lot of levels that just have the same music, but... Oh, goodness. This guy actually has a unique pattern to him. That's new. I mean, most of the enemies in this game don't have especially unique patterns to them. They seem like pretty generic, basic enemy patterns. They just, like, go towards you, or they shoot at you, or something like that. But that one like goes toward me at a grid, and on a grid thing, and it's kind of cool. I approve of that game. That's something I kind of want to bring up too, is that I think this game, like whoever said that this game has uninspired enemies, I can kind of see where they're coming from. What the heck is that? What? I don't even know what this is. What? I seriously don't know what this is. This is like that clock boss in Super Mario RPG. I did not remember this at all. Okay, well, anyways, as I was saying, I can kind of see where people are coming, or what certain people come from whenever they say that the enemies in this game are uninspired. But then there are enemies like this, where it's like, how could you not be inspired to come up with this? The enemy patterns might not be that interesting, but the bosses and the patterns themselves are crazy. So, I think that there was a lot of creativity that went into this game. Maybe not in all of its execution, but there's so much creativity in just the way that it's made. And the execution is fun enough that I enjoy playing this game quite a bit. Ideas and execution are two very important things when designing games or doing just about anything. But I don't think, why did your head explode? I know that I blew your mind with that topic that I was discussing, but come on, not that much. It shouldn't have been that mind-blowing. Oh goodness, this level was not a good level to pick without practicing. I just need to be careful for the rest of this. Make sure that nobody's staring daggers into my eyes. Okay, do you mind dying? I would appreciate it very, very much. Are there, like, multiple paths to this level? Are there, like, different ways of... Okay, now I'm on this side of the wall. That's different. Oh, this is so confusing. This level is... weird. I don't know if there's a better way to describe it. This is like Alice in Wonderland Bomberman Hero mode. That's basically what this is. I feel like I'm falling down the rabbit hole and there's... Oh, what? Now it's Indiana Jones? I mean, I guess this does look kind of like the Temple of Doom, but that wasn't from the Temple of Doom, so... Okay. Oh, okay, the rock did not disappear. It's a multi-spawning... Wow. Is this level about to end soon? Okay, Cleopatra, I don't want you ramming into me again. And now I'm worried about what other traps this level has to offer. This is like an actual Egyptian tomb or something, because there are actually traps everywhere. Okay, hopefully, I'm hoping this is the end of the level, because this is all I can take. This is like, I can't even... Okay, nothing hidden behind here. Wow, how did... So how much optional stuff was there in that level for it to have 4,500 points and then you can go, like, 1,000 over the limit? What? That's so confusing! What? Okay, well, the robot clock thing, it got its mind blown, and I just got my mind blown too, so thank you all very much for watching, and now we're gonna go to the Death Garden next. Death Garden. Can you think of two more opposite words? I probably can, but still, that's... Goodbye. Thank you all for watching.